Guys, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? Can anyone confirm?
Yes, sir.
Hey, hi. Good morning, guys. I'm really sorry. In apartment, one person was expired, so it was okay. That's fine. Okay. What we discussed yesterday, did you remember? What are the testing types? Can anyone tell me what are the testing types?
Like
What
yesterday
are
we
the
discussed
testing types, guys?
black
Like
box and
there
white
are
box.
two types. One is like black box testing. One is like white box testing is there. Like black box, like doing by the developer,
Huh.
like white box through the like tester.
Good. So how you know it is working as per the requirements? How you know this functionality is working? How you know that? Suppose you are testing one login page, right? How you say that it is working as per the expectation?
So as per
Like
the
after putting the
requirement which
Requirements, right?
one document.
Documentations. Yes, that is very very important. See, I told you right yesterday, the development team what they will do, they will check the logic and all the things. But as a testing team, see, suddenly they ask me to test Amazon application. So in Amazon application, I need to test, right? First of all, I need to go with the requirements documents, right? Requirements are very very important. If they are not provided the requirements, I cannot test that application, right? Suppose they ask me to test Amazon application. You people are thinking only click and here. No, in the real time, it's not be like that. In the real time, they will give you a complete documentation for a gift card. What is the gift card? What is the gift card functionality? And each and everything they will provide in the documentation. Okay. So based on the documentation, we need to test your application. Okay. So I told you right, black box testers, the black box testers is always depends on requirements and functionality. Good. Is it clear, right? What is BVA? What is BVA? Anyone? What is called BVA, guys?
Boundary value analysis.
Yes, correct. So boundary value analysis. Okay. So suppose username is there. That username is what exactly we need to mention in the username. They're given the requirement 4 to 15 characters. So how you will test that one? So you need to use what? BVA. What is called BVA? BVA is nothing but what? A boundary value analysis. Minimum value minus one and maximum value plus one. Right? So that's one of the most important one. Minimum value minus one. Okay. So 4 minus 1, 3. 3 characters should not allow. In case the 3 characters is allowing means that is a bug. Okay. 15 plus 1, 16. 16 characters. If you enter the 16 characters means if the application is allowing means that is a bug. Understanding, right? So boundary value analysis is also one of the most important one. Okay. And today's session is very very important. What is SDLC? What is SDLC, guys? Anyone know what is SDLC? What is SDLC? SDLC is nothing but what? So,
software development life cycles.
yes, this is one of the most important entry question in even in the campus interview also. Suppose you are in campus, definitely they will ask you this question. What is what is SDLC? SDLC is nothing but what? Software development life cycle. If you go with any project, okay, if you go with any project, even Java, .NET, any other projects, okay, they follow what? SDLC, software development life cycle. So when you get any project, right, you cannot go directly testing. No, right? We cannot go directly with the testing, right? We cannot start with only testing. There is a previously what are the steps will be there, that steps we need to follow. Don't think that project will come immediately we'll go with the testing. No, we will not go immediately testing. When we will do the testing? When we will do the testing, guys? So when the project will come, immediately you will go and test that application, or you will wait for something. So when the project will comes, right? So what you will do? You will go and directly do the testing? No, right? So first of all, when the project will comes, right? What we need to do? There are SDLC process will be there, like phases will be there. See, SDLC is the process followed for a software project within a software organization. Every software organization they follow what as SDLC process. What is SDLC process? It consists of detailed plan describing how to develop the project. So when the project will comes, right, we will not directly go with the testing. We will not directly go with the coding. First of all, we need to check. It consists of detailed plan describing how to develop a project, how to maintain the project, how to replace in case this functionality is not working. Then that case we need to replace, alternate. This solution is not working. Then we need to go for another solution or enhancements, new features. Okay, this all will be defined in where SDLC. So that the reason in interview they will ask you what is SDLC. SDLC is nothing but what a software development life cycle. Why we are using SDLC? The life cycle defines the methodology for improving what software quality. So we want what quality of product. You go with any organization, TCS, Infosys, Wipro, any other bigger companies or smaller companies, what they are looking? Quality of the project. They want what? Quality. Why we are doing the testing? You know, right? For not for a bugs. Why we are doing the testing? For quality purpose, right? So if you are follow the SDLC means what you will get? You will get the quality of software. You will get what? Quality of the software. So that's the reason every organization, okay, every organization they follow what? SDLC process. Okay, that's one of the most important one. Let's see what are the phases in SDLC. When the project will come, right, what is the first phase? Requirements capturing. First we need to collect the requirements. What is the project and what are the required documents for that project? What are the requirements are required for that particular project? After we got the requirements, what we need to do? We need to analysis. We need to think. We need to analyze whether we can do this project or not. So think, we need to think that one, right? Now I have got a project but I don't have any resources. Then who will do this project? So analysis is one of the most important one. Okay, because now I got the project, I don't have any testing team, I don't have any development team. Then who will do this project? Okay, so we can buy the project, but we need to analyze in what way we can complete that project. So resources is required, development team is required, QA team is required, network team is required, support team is required, maintenance team is required, business analyst is required, product PO, project manager is required, product owner is required. There are a lot of people is required for a project. It's not like project will come, we will do for the testing. No, it's not like that. Okay, in SDLC process, why we are following SDLC? We required a quality of software. Okay, if you want a quality of software, we need to follow SDLC process. What is SDLC process? First we are going with the requirements. Once we got the requirements, then we are going with what? Analysis. Once the analysis is done, yes, risk analysis, risk mitigation, risk strategy, metrics. So this all will comes in where? In analysis part. Once the analysis part is done, then they will go with what? Design phase. Then they will go with what? Design phase. What is design? Designs are what? Again, low level designs and high level designs. Okay, low level designs and high level designs. Low level design means what? Anyone can understand by that diagram. Okay, what is high level designs? Only who knows that the knowledge on that particular domain, they can only understand that diagram. Okay, don't worry, I will show you LLD, HLD, low level diagrams, high level diagrams. Okay, once the diagram part is done, once the diagrams is done, then they will start writing the coding. See, developer when they're involved after the design. Once the development is done, right, then you are involved. Interview question: in what phase you are involved in SDLC? In what phase you are involved in SDLC? In what phase you are involved in SDLC? What is your answer? Do you understand my question? In what phase you are involved in SDLC?
Testing, I think, sir.
Correct. Why you think
Yes.
that is correct? Testing phase only, right? So we are involved in where? In testing phase. Okay. No need to worry about requirements. No need to worry about analysis. No need to worry about design, and no need to worry about the coding. So this is not required for us. Okay. The business people, product owner, product manager, they will take care of requirement. Analysis also they will take care. Design people they can take care of the designs, and coding people they can go with the coding part. But what phase you are involved? Testing. See, you are involving only in the testing phase. Once the development is done, it will comes to the testing. Now your job is started. Don't think too much. Sir, who will do requirements, who will go do for analysis, who will for design? Not required for us. Okay, they will take care of your project manager and all the things. Okay, but what you need to take care in testing, whenever the things will comes into your bucket, then immediately you need to start working on that stories. Okay, so interview question, they logically they will ask you in what phase you are involved in SDLC phase. So most of the people are by hearting. SDLC is nothing but requirement analysis, design, coding, testing. They don't know what exactly SDLC. What is SDLC? SDLC is nothing but what? Software development life cycle. For what reason we are using SDLC? We required the quality software, and in SDLC it describes how to develop the project, how to maintain the project, how to replace and alternate or enhancements. All these things are defined in where? SDLC. So this is one of the most important interview question in the campus interview. Most of the people, they will ask you only one question in the campus interview, one or two questions. SDLC, definitely they will ask you. What is SDLC? Software Development Life Cycle. What are the phases in SDLC means you need to explain all the things. Requirement, analysis, designing, coding, testing, implementation, and support and maintenance. Support and maintenance. Support and maintenance are very, very important. See, after testing, what we are doing? Implementation means release. Once the implementation is done, after the release, what we are doing? We are going with the support and maintenance. So this is the one of the most important one in the interview. Okay, do you understand what is the importance of this SDLC? SDLC is nothing but what? Software development life cycle. What are the phases? So when the project will comes, right, we'll not directly go for testing. So we need to wait until the code should be completed. Once the code is completed, right, then only you can go for testing. Is it clear, guys? Anybody have any questions? Try to understand the concept. Don't read, don't by heart. Okay, so you know, right, will not directly go for immediately for testing. I told you last class. So development team will be there. The developer, suppose they will say that implement a login page. Implement login page. So first, whenever the implement login page means you cannot go and directly to test this one. You cannot go directly to test this one, right? So what you need to do? You need to wait for coding. For this login page, what they will do? They will come up with the requirements. After requirement, they will come up with analysis. After the analysis, they come up with what? Design. After design, the developer is started. So developer is started writing the code for what? Login page. So after once the login page is done, after that the developer will do what? Code review. Review means what? Code review means what? Anyone? After review, the developer will do what? Unit level testing. What is called unit level testing? Anyone? What is unit level testing, guys? So what is unit level testing? We discussed right already. What is unit level
Think
testing?
our code is
White
like
box testing.
developer testing our code file is working
Uh,
as expected or not.
yes, white box testing. Unit testing is nothing but what? White box testing. The developer need to check at least one time whether the login page is working properly or not. So what they will do, they will push to the code into server. Okay, this code is raw code. So this code will be converted into in the form of build. Okay, this build is assigned to whom? To the QA. So this is what real story. So developer is waiting for designs. Once the design part is done, then immediately they will implement the code. Once they implemented code, they will go with code review. Senior persons will review that code, and once it is done, then they will go with unit level testing. Once the unit level testing is done, they will push the code into build. Okay, I will tell you what is build. Okay, once the build is formed, right, this build is assigned to whom? To the QA. So in SDLC process, where you are involved means you can simply say that in interview testing phase. Understanding, right? So don't break this one. Okay, some people, can you define SDLC means testing, coding, implementation, support, requirements, analysis. That is wrong, right? So you should not break this cycle. It should be in a particular order. See, when the project will start, first is requirement. First phase is what? Requirements. Without requirements, we cannot analysis. Without analysis, we cannot go for design. Without design, we cannot go for the coding. Without coding, we cannot go for a testing. Without testing, we cannot go for implementation. Without implementation, we cannot go with the support and maintenance. So this is one of the most important. Don't break this cycle. So if you break this cycle, means analysis, implementation, support and maintenance, coding, testing. If you tell like that, right, they will reject you. Because if you observe this, if I want to start any project, even AI project or any project, first thing is what I required requirements. Once you got the requirements, then what you need to do? You need to go for analysis. What is called analysis? Whether we can do or not. First, you need to think, right? I have the money, but immediately I cannot buy the car, right? I have 10 lakhs. Now I'm going to showroom. I want the car means they won't give. First of all, they will take the booking order and they will check what is the availability and they will check the delivery date and they will tell. If you have the money also, we can't do anything. Understanding, right? And tomorrow only I want a bench car and give me and immediately means they won't deliver that. Okay, even though if you are giving a single payment also. First of all, they will go with the requirements. After that, they will go with the analysis. After that, analysis is part is done. Then they will go with the design part. Once the design is completed, then they will go with the coding. Once the coding part is done, then you are involved. In what phase you are involved in SDLC means you can simply say that you are involved in where? In testing phase. Okay, after testing what we are doing, we are going with what? Implementation. After implementation what we are doing, we are going with the support and maintenance. So this is one of the most important one. Is it clear, guys? Anybody have any questions here? Next, you can tell like this also: planning, defining, designing, building, testing, and deployment. Both are the same, but the terminologies are different. Okay, planning means requirements, defining analysis, designing. Okay, what is called designing? Designing means what? Designs like low level and high level designs. And building means coding. Testing means right. And deployment. Generally, we use this terminology deployment. Okay. So these all are very very important: planning, defining, designing, building, testing, and deployment. Understanding, right? So this is all very 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 important, guys. But while you are telling an interview, you tell very clearly what is planning, what is defining, what is designing, what is building, what is testing, and what is deployment. Okay. In interview they will ask you, can you tell me in what phase you are involved in SDLC? Means you can simply say that we are involved in where? In testing phase. Is it clear, guys? Anybody have any questions here? Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, got it.
Yeah, good. Because this is one of the most important one. Now it's 8:50, right? We don't have that much of time. This is 1 hour session. Tomorrow, what we can do is so for what what is testing, for what purpose we are doing the testing, and what are the testing types, what are the testing techniques, like we know, right? BVA boundary value analysis, and what is SDLC. See, just after the class you can recollect what I learned these 3 days. Tomorrow what we are learning, how we will get the project, what kind of documents we have, PMP, BRS, SRS, what development team will do, what testing team will do. So tomorrow we'll see this session. It will take 1 hour session. So how project will comes to the organization, and what is the steps once the project will comes, right? What we follow the steps, that all we'll see in tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow we'll see this one. What is BRS? What is FRS? What is SRS? And what developer will do, and what testing team will do, and also test plan, test scenarios. This all we will see in tomorrow. Okay. Because it's 8:51, right? It won't complete now. Okay. So SDLC is one of the most important, guys. Okay. Try to understand. In interview, definitely they will ask you one simple question. This is very simple question, but SDLC means simply they start all telling requirement analysis, designing. First listen what question they are asking. Can you define SDLC? Means you need to tell all the things: requirement analysis and designing. After designing, coding. After coding, testing. After testing, implementation. After implementation, and support and maintenance. But in your question, they ask you in what phase you are involved in SDLC. Means you can simply say that we are involving in where? In testing phase. Okay. Is it clear, guys? So what we can do is today anyhow half an hour is gone, no problem. So tomorrow what we can do is might be tomorrow or next day might be link will be changed. So please check with the front office guys. In case the link was changed, means you need to check with them. Okay. Anything else, guys? Lost call?
No, sir. No
Yeah,
question from us.
thank you guys. Tomorrow we'll log in sharp 8:15. Okay, today is not possible for me. I'm sorry for that. Tomorrow we'll see. Okay, don't worry. The link will change, right? We will start. You will get videos, material, and everything will get. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks for your time. Chalo, bye. Have a nice day.